friends, welcome back to another $500 Friday, where we take a fashion house and find some amazing gifts under $500 for the holiday season. If you're new here, my name is Lisa, and I like to do videos on luxury fashion, ready-to-wear, handbags, shoes, and I like to do some styling videos, and I do that from this perspective of somebody who is in the middle of her life as well as mid-sized. So if that's something that interests you, I would hope you would take just a really quick second and click that subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. So today's 500 Friday, we are going to look at the house of Dior, which in my perspective has a pretty broad spectrum of items for both men and women when it comes to gifts under $500. So let's start with jewelry. Now, I think probably one of the most iconic jewelry pieces in the Dior line are the tribal earrings. And I hope I'm saying that correctly. I've always said tribal. I don't know if it's tribal. Correct me in the comments below if I'm not saying that correctly. And you can get the very, very classic tribal earrings with the pearl and the pearl. So if you don't know what a tribal earring is, it's basically a stud earring that then on the back of it connects a larger whatever it is. So in the case of the classic pieces, it's a pearl stud then with a very large pearl, and obviously, you know, I know you're seeing this next to me here, but a piece that then the stud sticks into. So it's actually like a ball and it has a hole in it, and the post of the stud pushes into that. They come in different variations. The one that I'm showing you right now, like I said, is sort of the quintessential Dior tribal earring. And one, if somebody in your, you know, who you're buying for, or if there's something interests you yourself, I think is a really good starter piece. And like I said, is a quintessential Dior earring. I think another great earring option is one that you see a lot of the fashion houses doing now. I think it was really initially brought to the forefront by Louis Vuitton with the Louise earrings. They did them in the very large size at first, and then people like me who have older ears and found that the large ones were way too heavy for our old ears and hence sold them, went to the smaller ones. And you guys have probably seen me wear the smaller ones. They're, you know, about this big, and other houses are doing them as well. So Fendi does their rendition of it, and obviously Dior is doing the same. So it's basically a gold hoop. They do come in both gold tone and silver tone, but it's a gold hoop, and then on the inside of the hoop, you can see it has the CD for Christian Dior. Again, a very classic earring, one that I think is really easy to wear. It doesn't scream designer. I mean, if somebody doesn't know who CD is, and if you just sort of see it, you know, kind of catch a glimpse of it, I don't know that you would know. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't scream monogram or, you know, designer or logo kind of. Switching over to some bracelets, Dior does have some very nice pieces that are under 500, but I think the one that I want to spotlight are the Dior bracelet sets. So these are the woven bracelets that come in a set of 2. And I think this is a lovely idea to do for like, not a his, well, it could be a his and hers if you're giving it to a male, but you know, to a best friend, like sort of friendship bracelets, or mother-daughter, or sister-sister, where you keep one and you gift one away. And so you have, like I said, kind of that matching set. And they come in all sorts of different colors, and some are mixed patterns, some are mixed colors. I'll throw up a couple different examples of it on the screen, but they're all around $420. I do think that there are some that go up a little bit in price. I'm sorry, I'm just like scrolling on my iPad here, looking at some as I'm talking to you. Yeah, there are some that become much more embellished, and actually those are single bracelets, and those are over $500. But the more basic ones that, like I said, would be great for a keep one, give one kind of idea are under $500 at $420. And like I said, if you want that sort of bonding part of a gift, I think this is a great one. Let's move into some small leather goods. And Looking at those, you're pretty much looking at card holders. Some of them are flat card holders, so just the very kind of classic that has a couple card slots on one side, a couple card slots on the other, and then that center little compartment. Some of them come with some really cute little sort of dangling Dior, sort of like the Lady Dior, and they come in that canage pattern. You can get a passport cover in the oblique pattern, and so in like their canvas. Again, going back to my Hermes video, I personally, if you're going for a passport cover, would pick one of those over one of these just because of the ease of use. You also can, if you want to go up to $495, they do have the flap card holders, which obviously are probably going to hold a little more similar to probably the Chanel card cases, the flap card holder cases, and those are $495. Okay, moving into sort of some other accessory areas, you can certainly go for one of the Dior mitzas. It is basically their equivalent of a twilly or a bandeau or a wrappy. Every fashion house has their what they call those very thin silk scarves that typically people wrap around their bag handles, but as we talked about with the Hermes video, you can use them for all sorts of things. And Dior has, again, just like Hermes, a very large selection of them, and that run about $250. They do have ties that run around the $260 mark. So again, well under the $500 threshold. They also have quite a few silk scarves ranging from 55 centimeters all the way up to 90 centimeter scarves. They have some beautiful, beautiful patterns. Dior does some beautiful notebooks, so generally lined. I do think there are some versions that come unlined, but they're generally in the toile de jouy print on the outside, and it has the gold foiled pages on, so the edges of the pages are gold foiled, and it's really a lovely gift, and they range from $80 to $100. So if you have that like stationery lover in your life, I think this is a beautiful gift. So when it comes to fragrance, Dior does some beautiful, beautiful fragrances. And they have perfumes, they have Bath and Body products, they have candles. So whatever you're trying to whatever sort of feeling you're trying to cultivate, I think you could put together something lovely when it comes to these items. A couple of their very popular fragrances are the Amber Nuit, the Gris Dior is a very popular one. I think quite a few of the stores use the Gris Dior fragrance, like when they spray their tissue paper, when they're packaging items, and they run anywhere from $125 to around $300, depending on the size of the bottle. They have some beautiful lotions that accompany those fragrances. So if you have somebody in your life who likes to indulge in those sort of spa nights or those, self-pampering kind of, afternoons, I think a Bath and Body sort of gift basket from Dior would be an amazing gift. So you could do a fragrance, a lotion, and a candle, all for well within that $500 range. You could do a fragrance, one of the smaller sized bottles for about $125, and then the lotion and the candles run $95 each. So you're looking at, $315 if I did my math correctly there for 3 products. Again, put it in a nice basket, maybe tuck some, a little loofah in there, or, some other little sort of things that go along with a pampering basket. And I think that that would be a lovely gift. Turning to the men in your life, there are some lovely gifts for them as well. There is a beautiful Dior oblique signet ring, which again, for those men who wear rings, I think this is a really beautiful, very classic style. I'm looking at the picture here, and it's just that classic Dior oblique print, but in a silver tone. So it's very subtle. It doesn't scream anything. I mean, you'd have to look really closely to see that it says Dior, but a really lovely gift. There are, once again, several card holders that are available, some in the oblique pattern, some in just the standard canage in the leather. Again, very discreet. It's very tone on tone. Another gift, one great for men or women, is the Dior oblique key holder. very similar to the, you know, Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder or the Chanel one, except what I like about this one is it has the traditional sort of hooks that you put your keys on, like in the Louis Vuitton one, but then it also has an actual like round key ring that comes out of the bottom of it. So for those of us that have, for example, a key fob, that makes it a little bulky when you're trying to put it inside the part that folds over. It allows you to keep like your more traditional keys in that part on the little hooks that, you know, that you can fold over the two flaps that snap together on the key holder. And then your fob can be out below it. And, you know, generally the fobs don't have a key that would really like damage the inside of your bag, or if, you know, if you're a gentleman and you're putting it in your pocket, it can be out by itself. So I really kind of like that additional feature. I think this makes a great gift. So there you have it, guys. Some amazing gift ideas from Dior under $500 for both the men and the women in your life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And wherever you are in the world today, I hope you are having an amazing day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.